what you believe about abortion, you don't have the right to impose your pro-life views on another woman's body. How do you respond to that?
Now, that's just as foolish as arguing that it's none of my business whether you beat a dog in your backyard. It's not my dog. I don't have anything to do with your backyard. If you decide that the dog is worthy of beating, what's to stop you from doing it? Am I the great moral arbiter? The answer is we make these moral judgments all the time when we see a violation of moral law, and it is a violation of moral law to kill another human being, which is why we have murder laws.
Ben Shapiro, editor-in-chief of the Daily Wire, thank you for your time.
Thanks so much.
That's how
Facts and fuckery. Facts and fuckery.
I like that.
Episode 27. Motherfuckers.
They got nothing to live for.
Facts.
Back. Facts and fuckery. Another one. We're actually missing somebody. Possibly the facts. But we got the facts. I'm here. You know, I'm with the beautiful Christina.
Hi.
Introduce yourself.
Hello.
Let them know what you do and what you're about.
Sure. My name's Christina. I'm from New York. I am a yoga instructor. I also do stand-up comedy and produce sitcoms, comedy, stuff like that.
So you do the moves and you make them laugh.
Yes, exactly.
That sounds like a catch, guys.
Hey.
Sounds like a catch.
Call me.
Today we got a little something, a topic that's a little serious.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's a little touchy for some people. I tried to get a bunch of people to interview about this. It just didn't happen. So she was the one. It was meant to be.
It was. I have no problem talking about this.
So apparently right now there's like an epidemic in America. At first it started with a couple states. I think Ohio was one of the first ones. But this abortion bill. This abortion bans.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into that. So first thing first, have you ever had an abortion or ever thought about abortion or ever thought about got to that point where it was sticky. Pause.
I've never had a pregnancy scare. I've never gotten an abortion. I'm so fucking boring. I have protected sex.
That's not boring.
It's boring.
So you never.
So I just want to mention a disclaimer.
Okay. Definitely.
I'm a comedian with the ones and the twos here in LA, and I've never had an abortion.
Whoa. We wanted a woman that maybe had an abortion. They can give maybe some personal experience or feedback on why something like this, from a woman's perspective.
I'm a woman.
Okay.
I'm a woman, and I definitely have friends who've had abortions, and I've held their hands during it, so I kind of know the process. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging anybody, but I've never had one, though.
Okay. So you've held hands with people who have had abortions.
Yeah.
Women who had abortions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you haven't had one.
No.
Okay. It's okay.
But the real issue is
Raw
men.
sex. I just never had anybody come inside me before.
Oh. That was by choice though?
Yeah, I don't want.
Okay.
I don't want that.
You didn't have anyone. Well, you don't want kids.
Well, at this time in my life, no.
Okay.
And I knew that one of the ways to have children is if somebody comes inside me. And then I didn't understand.
I mean, but even if you are unprotected and they don't come, they still can get.
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
Yeah. So.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, you could.
And I never really understood that ovulating shit, so I never really wanted to take chances. So I was just always like, just wrap it up, though. It's not gonna feel as good, but just wrap it up. But so no, I never had an abortion, but I went to an all women's college. I'm in a sorority, and I've been around women a lot. I've been there with them, holding their hand at the clinic. So
this directly affects you as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean, what do you feel like as far as the right to have an abortion?
I always felt like it was cool to be pro-choice. I don't know why all of a sudden everybody's just like, we're banning it. I'm like, wait, what? What? But I wake up every day and I live in this country because I have free will and because I am equal and because I have opportunity. And so for someone to tell me legally that I don't have the right to do something kind of like makes me feel silenced, makes me feel unequal, and that I no longer have those opportunities that I thought America presented to me.
So you're pro-choice.
I am
You feel
pro-choice.
Now I know a lot of women I've seen on social media in person. They're very upset that it was I think it was like 25 white men that like were looking over this bill and voting on it.
But it's like, I mean, it's always
Okay. You know, it's okay.
But you know the real issue is men who are trying to rule women's bodies. You know, if a woman has to have an abortion,
Yeah, you're right.
you know, it should not be up to 25 men who can make a decision about their bodies. Like, that's messed up.
Yeah, we agree on that. And this is
You know, it is what it is. But
yeah, because I remember
I wouldn't know because I've never had one, but you know.
Yeah, you're right. And when you go to Planned Parenthood, I mean, they make you get abortions there.
No, never. When you go to Planned Parenthood, they give you all kinds of options. They give you condoms. They give you different
You've never been
things.
there,
They
though,
can
right?
tell you even
You've never
how
been
to.
to
No,
Planned
but I would, I only know this because I held the hands of women,
okay.
and they told me every step of the way.
Got you.
They told me every step of the way.
Got you. Because my ex, she had an abortion. I actually went with her to Planned Parenthood, and they kind of were pushing us on to get an abortion. So it seemed like they did kind of force, but you say they don't.
No, they definitely
I was
don't.
probably okay.
No, I don't know what experience you had, but I mean, not me, but like my friend. She definitely was not forced. In fact, they were like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?
How many abortions did your friend get? Did you go?
Oh man, I mean, I know I held her hand through one, so I mean, I don't know. I don't know if she had any other ones.
men. It's 25 men looking over all of our laws and our
Well, not
bills.
just men. They also are white.
Yes, and they're also
They're
white
also
as
very,
well.
very white.
Which is why I'm like, I don't really get how a older white man can even begin to comprehend what is going on in a woman's mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where is your experience? Where is your understanding of what you can curse, right?
Yeah, you can curse. You can
of what the
yourself.
fuck
Facts and fuckery
we have going on. Like,
yeah,
a child is like a human being, like a real live human, like walking, talking, thinking. We just can't keep popping them out like, you know.
So I think the law in some states, or that they're trying to push, is like, I think if it's after 6 weeks, that it's considered murder, I believe.
I would have to disagree with that. I think when you find out you're pregnant, you're going through a very, very emotional time, depending on the situation, if the father's involved, if the father was even supposed to be involved. Like, there's so many factors that goes on in a woman's mind when she finds out she's pregnant mentally, that I don't think that she's gonna just magically come up with a resolution after 6 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. I mean, I can't speak on that because I've never had a child, like, or I never intend to have a child myself.
Mm-hmm.
I know Alabama is like one of the really, really extreme states that they're like all the way bugging. They're like, if you get raped, you gotta have your kid.
That's
absolutely
ridiculous.
That's
like,
crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It sounds like when it's coming out of their mouths, or when they're writing this down, like, in my head, I'm like, yo, what? Do y'all understand how this sounds when y'all are saying it? And then I hear the comments, like, I know I saw someone say, like, even though it's rape, like, it's still a gift. Like, God wouldn't let you have a baby if it's still, you know.
Somebody said that?
Yeah.
They said it's a gift as a rape.
It's still a gift.
That's
and
a
that
fucked
person
up gift.
Still.
That's a fucked up ass gift. I know this person caused you trauma and, like, damn near could have ended your life, but you know what? They gave you a baby, so be happy for that.
I've even heard in some states they're going to try to put in, like, if a woman's having sex with a guy and then all of a sudden, like, she decides to not have sex, he has the right to continue having sex with her because she already gave him permission the first time. So after a certain amount of time, she can't say like no.
Damn, we
can
gotta
still
look
fuck
that shit up.
Isn't that crazy? What's going on?
Man, the world it's getting crazy, man. It's getting crazy out here. I think honestly, for me personally, it feels like this is race targeted, because it normally is in America. I mean, let's be honest, like America is a fucked up place when it comes to race.
Yes.
I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but
hey, young miss.
like we just have so much negative history.
Right.
So
Which is another thing of just trying to keep us down. Like, not, come on, like, you know how many southern states has like historically black colleges in them, yo?
Yeah.
And now you're telling me these college girls can't go out here and take care of themselves after they have a mistake or something? That's bullshit. It's a setup.
I actually did the research too. So it's not that they're just shutting down abortions; they're shutting down abortion clinics.
So now people are about to lose their jobs as well.
Well, not even that. Well, yeah, that too. But so people actually receive parental care, sexual education, pregnancy care. And this is usually the low-income people that go to these abortion clinics.
Absolutely.
So that's why I say it's targeted to black women.
I can agree. And it's not, and these places like Planned Parenthood and stuff like that are really like awesome. You don't go into Planned Parenthood and they tell you have a baby and they're like, oh, let's talk about how to get rid of it. Like, they're super supportive. Yeah. They're like, hey, what do you want to do? It's not like their
and they give you condoms too.
Yes, they help. It's not like their first go-to is abortion, you know? So I'm telling you, mentally, yo, it takes so much for a woman to decide just to get rid of it, and it stays with them.
I'm sure that's like probably a hard thing to
it stays
decide,
with them. It's something that
it's not like they just get up and be like, you know what?
Right.
Man, I'm about to get rid of this again.
There are some women out there that, may take advantage and kind of like use it as a form of birth control, but
I mean, there's always gonna be bad apples out of the batch.
Any sensible person knows, like, come on, I'm 18 years old. I had this one night. I can barely support myself. I'm still living with my parents. Like, why would you want to bring a child into that?
We already have problems with violence, homelessness, like all these things. Like,
word, can we clean up?
A lot of these things come from poverty.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So the people that are affected the most are always going to be the people in poverty.
Absolutely.
Another fact, just to drop a fact. I know Facts is going to be excited about this because I usually don't come with the facts. I come with the fuckery. But the states with the highest populations of black women and some of the worst records on black women healthcare are the ones that are pushing hardest for the abortion bans. Alabama, Missouri, Kentucky, Mississippi, Ohio, and Georgia.
Wow.
Yeah. So it makes you want things that make you go, You know what I'm saying? Coincidental. It's always about the facts, though.
That's wild.
Like, you have to look into the facts. You have to look into why these people are doing the shit they're doing. Like, it just came out of nowhere too.
It did. It did feel like it woke up.
Not really nowhere, because the country's just been shit since Trump. Fuck Trump. Every chance we get, we say fuck Trump. Even though I'm not 100% sure. I gotta look it up, but I think he was pro. I don't know.
Pro-choice?
Pro-choice. I think he was. I'm not 100% sure.
Interesting.
This is Facts, your favorite black billionaire. Do you know the CEO of Disney, Netflix, and other major corporations are banning against not making a decision of not having an abortion? Do you know what this may mean? The owners of these top companies may be saying, hey, I have some side chicks that may have me for life because they can't get an abortion. Do you know how many side babies I'd have if people can't make a decision to kill them? Man, enough money spent, they would keep from those babies to heal the economy. Because I make billions of dollars as a major corporation and you can't have any of it. Boom, boom, boom. A commercial from your black billionaire. Tips of advice on economic despair. Peace.
Somebody could literally rape their fucking sister. Because the incest thing too, they made a law about, they're trying to put that in the law.
What?
Even if it's incest, you gotta have the baby. I'm just like, yo, who sat at the table and was like,
I don't know.
What?
They were drunk. They must have
That's a
done
great
like
idea.
some ayahuasca or some type of shit because, come on, they know none of this is even making sense. This country with this religion and it's just falling apart.
I normally hate talking about politics and shit like this, but it's crazy. It's out of this world, you know. I just don't see how a man, like my man Pac said. What did you say?
I don't know any lines.
We gotta put the bars in there.
That gentleman.
You don't fuck with Pac?
No.
That's horrible.
Is it?
I don't know.
Don't really feel like I'm missing out.
Like, to be honest, I can't say when I was growing up I didn't fuck with Pac only because of the East Coast West Coast shit. But as a man now, growing up and seeing what he was about, he's cool. His music's cool.
It's not like he's making any more.
Oh my God, that's fucked up. You coming with the fuckery today, I guess. You coming with the fuckery.
Where your new music at, Pac?
Oh, chill. That's fucked up. You wasn't a Pac fan?
No.
I feel like you look like a girl that would like Pac.
I was an NSYNC fan. Shouts out.
Oh, you didn't listen to hip hop at all?
I didn't listen to hip hop.
At all?
No.
Like, at all?
Mm-mm. I mean,
so growing up, you didn't listen to no hip hop.
No hip hop until
you didn't have there was nobody. You didn't listen to Mace. Diddy and the Fam.
My mother did, so when she did, I did. Wow. But my CDs were like NSYNC, Britney.
You wasn't listening to Little Kim Hardcore?
What is that?
Oh man, she said, "What is Little Kim Hardcore?" Like what?
No.
That was like audio porn.
Jump Off.
That was like audio porn back then. Like she was getting fucked in the intro, and like she was sucking dick.
What?
Yeah.
Hell no, I've never heard that. I'm about to though.
Man.
Yeah, no.
Little Kim was she was raw. She was definitely fucking with no protection. For sure. Like
she got
multiple
kids,
times. Right? I don't know.
Someone's but
Your friend?
My friend, yeah.
Okay, so she probably had one, maybe two or three. So it sounds like maybe, I don't know. I know your friend.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past her, you know.
Oh, wow.
Things happen, you know.
Wow. So you like, let's switch it up. What kind of music you listen to? I heard you like, you're from the East Coast.
Tupac. First of all, let me just get that out.
From the East Coast,
here.
And you hate Tupac. I don't know.
And I like NSYNC. Bye.
So, okay. Okay. So you hate Pac and you love NSYNC. You seem like you're kind of like pro-blackish, maybe. You got a African vibe going on.
Don't want you to put me in any boxes. Like, I don't even know who Little Kim is. So
you don't know who Little.
You just, you know, I like NSYNC. I like Eminem.
Okay,
Eminem is dope. And
I thought it sounds like you don't even like rap.
I don't like Tupac. I don't like.
You know,
I like one Little Kim song, even though I just said I don't know who Little Kim is or what's that. But you know, I do like one Little Kim song because my mom used to listen to that black music. But
black music.
I'm not a fan.
Anybody else? You know what? This was a really good interview. This was before we go. Just back to music. You know, Eminem was inspired by Tupac, right? The person you said is the greatest. Seems like you want to be the greatest rapper.
I don't want to talk about.
Okay, no black music for you. Okay. Nobody over here can see them. Okay. That was a great interview. Let's wrap this up. 5 on the black hand side. Are you just doing the front? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Good for women. Your response?
Yeah, so number one, that's not true. As far as 3% of their business, supposedly the idea is that 3% of all services provided by Planned Parenthood are abortions. But they include in those services things like handing out condoms, things like regular screenings. The fact is that of the actual operations performed by Planned Parenthood, something like 95% of all of those operations are done by Planned Parenthood, and Planned Parenthood provides 300 to 400,000 abortions a year. So it all depends on the metric that you're using, but to suggest that Planned Parenthood is not in the abortion business is simply false.
Claim 2, a fetus in the first trimester doesn't have moral value.
Again, if you want to make the claim that a fetus doesn't have moral value in the first trimester, you'd have to explain when a human being develops moral value. Is it with a heartbeat? Because there are plenty of people who are living off a pacemaker. Is it with lung function? Because there are plenty of people who are on iron lungs. Is it with brain function? Because you're asleep, right, sometimes, and when you're a newborn baby, your brain function is not particularly high. So when exactly do you draw this line? And if you draw the line anywhere other than conception, you have to explain why it doesn't apply to people who you would consider a normal human being who shouldn't be killed.
You forgot one thing. Or is it when the penis touches the vagina? Is that when it matters the most? The black billionaire. Facts and fuckery. Numbers don't lie, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it custom made. Just wear a condom. We said so. Ha ha. Now I'm about to go in it raw.